What's up, everybody? So today's video request, someone wanted me to talk about vegans getting mad at people that eat meat and why it's wrong and we shouldn't be judged. You know, we should all have the right to do what we want to do. Now, I have nothing against vegan people, not at all. I mean, whatever decision they make, it's totally up to them, but they should respect whether they want to respect our decision or not, they shouldn't have the right to, criticize us or whatever the hell, and we shouldn't have the right to criticize them either. So it's like how I'm looking at it as I'm favoring both. It's not like I'm just favoring meat eaters or favoring vegan people. It's just I'm favoring it both ways. Like we should just respect who we are, I guess. Now there's people that don't like eating meat, and don't get me wrong, I find it, it is messed up how they kill animals and stuff. It is really messed up. Like if someone were to give me a gun and say, "Hey, Justin, kill this cow here or kill this deer," I couldn't do it. I just don't have the heart to do that. I feel bad. But the crazy thing is, there's a lot of people that say bad. Like they say it's fucked up killing this animal, killing that animal, but yet they're eating them, going, this is good, But they seem to forget the fact that that's an animal that you didn't want to be killed, but you sure are enjoying the meal, So it's like, I guess you could say you have a lot of hypocrites. You have a lot of, idiots that, say those certain things. And then meanwhile, here they are now freaking chowing their faces down, eating that pork or chicken or whatever, Now me, I ain't a vegetarian. I ain't a, vegan or any of that. I do eat meat, I don't eat meat every day though, but once in a while, but I know there'll probably be some people who'll be like, "Damn, bro, that's fucked up how you do that and stuff," but I feel at the same time we should all have the right to choose what we want to do. It's like people that are vegetarians or whatever, I respect their choice. I'm not going to go and criticize and be like, "Eat a fucking burger, bro. Eat this, man. Eat some meat." I'm not going to obviously be that type of person that's going to drill that, We should all have the right to do what we want to do. See, one thing that I find wrong is, let's say there's some parents that are vegan, right? And they have a kid, they automatically already try to make the kid vegan. The kid should have the option to choose whether he or she wants to be vegan or not. It shouldn't be the parent's choice. It should be that person's choice, because after all, it's that person's life. I shouldn't have to listen, like I shouldn't be a vegan because mom told me to be, or because that guy there, told me to be. It should be totally up to us. I'm not trying to get into any, I'm not trying to start any fights or anything. I hope that's not what this video is going to do. I'm not against vegans or anything like that. I'm not saying don't become one, or become one. I feel like we should have the right to choose whether we want or don't want to. It shouldn't be forced. That's the thing. Sometimes it works both ways, where vegan people look at people that are eating meat and they'd be like, they start criticizing them or whatever, and saying, "How could you monster, you animal?" And then it goes vice versa, where the other person be like, "Don't you ever just want to eat meat?" Or how the fuck do you do that? It's both ways. I feel it's wrong. We shouldn't criticize neither or. We should respect our decisions. That's how I look at it as. I'm trying to make it as friendly as I can think of, but unfortunately that's just not the case with people, but that's the problem. It should be, but it's not, because us human beings got to make everything difficult. Everything's got to be complicated. It could be simple as anything, but we got to put some kind of complicated seasoning around it, and to the point where everything's just a circus. There's some people that want to start channels of becoming a vegan or vegetarian, and what I think about that is, I feel like if that's what you want to do, if that's what you want to strive, you should have every right to do so. No one should tell you no. That's the thing. We should all have the choice to do what we want to do. Who cares if he or she likes it or not? It's really all upon you. If you're happy, that's what really matters. not pleasing to make another person happy. Who cares what that person thinks? That's what I always say to myself. That's my motto. Who cares what other people who cares what other people think? If you're happy doing this certain thing or being this certain way or whatever, then that's all that really matters. If you want to be a vegan or, whatever, then you should have that right to be so. I don't look at it as right or wrong. I just look at it as it's a choice that each and every one of us choose, and we stick with it from there, So it's not really right or wrong. I mean, don't get me wrong. It is messed up how they kill animals. I'm not saying it's not. It is messed up, and those slaughterhouses with the pigs. I couldn't even. I mean, I seen some videos of that, and I had to stop. Like, it was just fucking. It was disturbing, hearing those poor things. Like it is fucked up. It is. Like, I wish there was a way we could, do it without killing them. That's why they're trying to be, create this plant thing or whatever. Like for the Burger King, they had like this. I don't know if they still do. It was like a Whopper, but it was a plant Whopper. I actually tried it once, and it actually tastes just as good. Almost pretty similar. A slight difference, but pretty similar to a regular Whopper. Like, if they successfully ever make meat out of that, I guess maybe I would try and do that, But I do have a heart, like I can't kill an animal. Only way I would kill an animal is if it's literally coming to kill me, then that's different. Yeah, I'll definitely try to kill him then. Like, if a dog, one of those vicious dogs, a pit bull, whatever, trying to kill me, and I have some kind of way that I could possibly kill him to prevent that, yeah, of course I would do that. But just to abuse an animal or, kill an animal for fun or whatever, which I don't find that fun in my opinion, I don't know how people get joy out of that. I can understand people hunt, and even though, like, I still just don't have the heart to do it. Now, I'm not saying like, it's not like I'm telling hunters don't hunt, It's not like I'm saying don't do it or do it, It's like everyone, I guess, should have the right to do what they want to do. Do I find it messed up? I mean, yes, I'm not going to lie. I do. But it's like, how else are we going to eat? Not everyone wants to become, vegans, vegetarian, It's probably a good path to follow, but not everyone, I guess has that, how can I put it to this? Not everyone has that, that, motherfucker, give me a moment. Not everyone has that strength to go that route, That's why I feel like it should be an option, if we want to do it or don't want to do it. Like I always say, we should have the right to do what we want to do. I have nothing against vegans, vegetarians, and all that. But when I feel like vegans start criticizing us, I feel it's messed up in a way. I mean, I like I said, I'm going to keep saying it. It is fucked up how they kill animals. It is. That's why a lot of people turn to that in honor of, like, saying, this is how I respect animals. I'm not going to eat the meat, And that's totally fine. I respect that. I do. But not everyone is going to have that will. I guess that's the word I was actually trying to say a little while ago. Not everyone has that willpower, And, yeah, I mean, me, I wouldn't hurt a fly. Well, maybe a fly I would hurt, but I mean, yeah, like if someone says, Justin, hey, look, there's a fresh deer right there. Look, he's just here, aim your rifle. Honestly, I couldn't do it, man. I really don't have. I don't want to be known to be a killer. I don't want to do that, man. I don't. I find it messed up, but at the same time, there's a lot of people that criticize that aren't even vegans, just people that eat meat and criticize and say, oh, that's fucked up, you kill him, you have no heart, you have no soul, or whatever the hell. Meanwhile, he's chowing his face down, this is good, huh? But yeah, look, if it wasn't for me to shoot that thing, you wouldn't be, like, so you get what I mean? Like, it's a lot of hypocrites out there too, Like, I wish they at least put these animals down at least in a more humane way instead of an inhumane. Like, hearing those pigs suffer like that, that's fucking a big red flag. Like, I don't approve of that, I mean, truthfully, I don't approve really for killing animals in general, but the thing is, not everyone's gonna, I mean, it's like how I look at it as, it's survival of the fittest in a way. I mean, think about it this way. Animals kill other animals too. So it's not like in that way we're the only ones. I mean, we are animals. Don't get me fucking wrong, man. We are animals, but when you think about it, it's all just a food chain, you know. A bear is going to possibly go after a deer. If a bear can catch a deer, it's going to rip him into shreds and eat him. So it's like we're basically doing the same thing, you know. It's just a food chain. The cat chases the rat, you know. The bear gets the deer or whatever minor animal, you know, maybe whatever gets in its way that's not as big as him, I guess, you know. So it's like, you know, we basically just followed it in that way too. Only thing is that they don't do that we do, which is pathetic, is we use paper to rule us. You know, we have paper controlling us. But, you know, but don't get me wrong. I mean, like I said, I do find it, one thing I don't approve is how the poor animals go down in pain in a inhumane way. Like that, I feel really, I wish there was a way they could do that in a more humane way, at least, you know. But also, sadly, like Mother Nature too, like nature, animals, like a bear, for example, like I was just saying, a bear killing a deer, it's in a humane way too. It's ripping him, the deer is still alive, feeling that pain, literally feeling him or herself getting ripped up before he or she finally just dies, you know. So it's like, I guess you could say in that way there's no different. But still, I'm not saying it's okay, but it's just, it's how it is, I guess, you know what I mean? But I'm not, you know, when me saying this, I'm not trying to sound like I don't care for animals. That's definitely not the case. I do care for animals. I care for humans, you know, for good-hearted humans at least, you know. I mean, but, you know, there's just a lot of hypocrites, though, with this, too, that'll say these type of things. Meanwhile, they're chowing their faces down, you know. So it's like, you're against this whole killing animal thing, but yet, here you are stuffing your face, literally licking the plate dry, just the bone of the animal left, you know, all the meat been in your, down your throat into your tummy, you know. I mean, I do find it screwed up, but it's just, in a way, it's just, I look at it as it's a food chain, because animals do basically the same thing as well. I mean, yeah, they don't have guns or, you know, whatever, like, you know, but they run after the, you know, they run after the prey. They grab it, they, you know, like a lion, or go after, you know, whatever it finds in the jungle, whatever, you know. That's how it goes, man, unfortunately, you know. But that's one thing when vegans say to us people that's one thing you should say back to them, because it's just, it's really the truth. You know, it's just like, it's a food chain. But with all that being said, I respect people's choices. Like, I'm not going to say you shouldn't become a vegetarian or a vegan, or, you know, I'm not saying you shouldn't or should do it. It should be totally up to you. If that's what you want to do, then I'm going to say this: go for what you want to go for. That I will say. If that's what you want to do, then do it. If that's what you don't want to do, then don't do it. You know? Nobody should tell us what we should or shouldn't do. And like I keep saying, I do find it cruel how we kill animals, but at the same time, it's just a food chain. It's just how it is. Unfortunately, it's just how it is. They do the same exact thing. And the thing is too, they'll kill us too if they could, like a lion or whatever the hell. If we go in the lion pit, the lion just looks at us as food. Just like we look at cows as food, you know what I mean? Now, I love cows. I love animals. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like animals. But a lion ain't gonna, you know, if you go in the lion pit, a lion ain't gonna be like, oh, that's a human, I know not to eat him. That's not right. Just look at us as food. I'm just a meal to them. It's not like they know, it's not like they think it's wrong what they're doing. They're just trying to use their instinct to survive by eating, you know. They don't know I'm a human, or I'm not the right type of meat to eat, or whatever the hell, because I'm an actually talking human being, you know. You know, it's like a shark, where if you're in the ocean or whatever the hell, and a shark eats you or whatever, it's not like the shark knows, oh, that's a human being, I'm not going to mess with that. I know it's wrong. You know, the shark don't fucking know. The shark may think you're some kind of big fish or a seal or something, and mistake you or whatever and eat you for that. Who knows? But and the thing is, we're entering their world. You know, different topic, but I felt like mentioning that too. Like we're entering their world, so it's not like sharks are coming on dry land killing us, or we're going literally in their territory. So basically, it's their world. We're the ones getting in their, we're entering their territory. So just asking for that shit to happen, I guess. But I mean, yeah, basically what I'm trying to say out of all this in this particular video is it's just a big food chain, man. The bear's gonna chase a deer or whatever animal that ain't as big that it knows it can grab and kill. And, that's how it just goes, man. I mean, the cat's gonna chase the rat or mouse. What does a mouse go after? I actually don't know, but I'm sure maybe it chases something. Well, then again, I don't know. But, but I mean, again, I'm trying to say it's all just a food chain, man. Animals kill other animals to try to eat and survive. So we're basically doing the same thing. We're killing animals to do the same thing. It's real. When you really think about it, that's what we're doing. Now, am I saying it's right? I mean, I find it fucked up, but it's just how it is. It's just how it is. So that's why if you're a vegan, keep your opinions to yourself. And I have nothing against vegan people. I respect them. I do. If someone wants to become one or is one, I respect that. Because I definitely relate. I feel like it is wrong killing animals, but at the same time, it's just unfortunately how it is, I just wish at least if they could just not kill them in such an inhumane way. See, that I don't find acceptable. I mean, it's like, I want to say I don't find none of it acceptable, but at the same time, it's like, what are we going to do then, It's like, I mean, I don't know. I'm lost for words there then, I mean, I just wish at least to put them down in a more peaceful way. Euthanasia or something, imagine. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've seen videos where I don't even know if I won't even mention it, but like they'll try to cut a cow's head and the poor cow's feeling that. That I find real fucked up. That I don't approve at all. I mean, I wish, all kidding aside, I wish that we didn't have to kill any animals. I wish there was a better way. And maybe one day there just might be a better way. Who the hell knows? I'm definitely striving it if that would be the case, But, yeah, unfortunately, what you got to just try and realize, even though it may sound cruel, you got to just realize it's a food chain. Animals do it too. Animals pick on, well, pick on animals that are smaller than them. That animal could kill that animal, and then so on, so on. And it's just, that's how the chain just keeps going, just literally keeps going. That's one thing you got to say to people like that, because it's not even like an opinion. It's just pure facts, It's just life is a food chain, I feel bad. I do. But you got to say to yourself, animals pretty much do the same thing that we do. Well, not with the money part. They're smarter in that way. But, but yeah, I mean, like, the lion's going to do whatever it takes to kill some kind of whatever, a deer or zebra or something, whatever's in the wild, in the jungle with it or whatever that it comes across. It's going to kill it. And it's going to eat it. If it has babies or whatever, it's going to try to give some of it to the babies too. So it's like every animal thinks for itself too, in a way, That lion doesn't have like the, oh man, I feel bad, I killed it, or whatever the hell. It's just looking at that specific animal as food, as meat, as a bait, as it's a meal. So that's basically, I guess, what we're doing too, And then people that don't want to do it become vegetarians, which I respect that. I do. I have nothing against that. I'll keep saying that. I have nothing against that. But what I do kind of find messed up is how people start like criticizing like people that are eating meat or whatever the hell. And then also hypocrites that aren't even vegans or vegetarians or whatever. They actually do eat meat, but yet still say, oh, it's fucked up killing this animal. It is. Don't get me wrong. But you're saying all these things and how it's wrong. And now look at you. You're literally chowing down. So what's the, It's like, there's just no way around it, if you get what I'm trying to say, I mean, it is messed up, but Do I eat meat? I admit, yes, I do. Sometimes I do. I don't eat it every day, but there are times I'll eat meat. I mean, I admit it's hard not to for me, But I salute those that actually become vegetarians, and I feel like though it should just be a choice. It's like everything in life I feel should be a choice. And that's the thing. It's like we don't have choices, at least not very much of choices. It's just a lot of things we're just forced to do, or if we don't like it all goes back to like the hamster wheel shit, like working and crap. Not everyone's gonna wanna, not everyone's gonna say, I love what I do, I love doing this, I love doing it. I mean, there are gonna be idiots that say that, hey, good for them, but there's gonna be other people that are, gonna be miserable doing that specific thing. And it's just and that's the thing too. People think there's always something out there that'll make you happy. Like there's always some dream job, and that's just not the case. There's some people that just don't find any job fun. Like me, I just don't, I don't want to be bothered with that shit, you know? Oops, now that I said that, I'm going to be criticized now that I'm a bum, I'm a waste, and, whatever bunch of other hurtful words that people could think of. But, that's the saying, like, we just have no choice. It's like, we gotta be forced to do something, because if not, we're gonna be belittled, criticized, put down, make fun of, or just whatever, because we're not doing that specific thing. So it's like, that's what's going on with some vegans, like, they're vegans and that person's not. So in other words, saying mean things like you're an animal, you're this, you're that, you piece of shit, blah, blah, blah. Well, your choice was to be vegan. That person's choice was not to be vegan. They should both be equally respected. It should work both ways. That's basically what I'm basically trying to put this all as. But, yeah. Anyway, guys, I think that's enough for today. But hopefully, I do hope I didn't get anyone mad. If so, I do apologize. Like I said, I do love animals. I do. I wouldn't hurt an animal at all unless, if a bear is coming after me, then that's different. But I wouldn't just go up to an animal and mess with it or tease it or kill it, or, I wouldn't do that. Unless, like, I was really in a bad crisis where I was in the wilderness starving, then maybe I would just have to. I would feel bad, but at the same time, it's that or I die, I guess. Although escaping this would be a gift. Maybe, you know what? Maybe, yeah. I'll just let death take me. but I mean, yeah. What I'm basically trying to say is, man, I ain't gonna, I don't have the heart to kill an animal. I don't want to be a killer, man. I'm too soft, man. And I like being soft in that way. And I like to be a chill, honest person. I don't like lying. I like to just be as real as possible. I like just, expressing how I truly feel, what truly goes on in my thoughts. And I like to basically describe it all on videos and shit, That's one thing that, I feel like it lifts a weight off my chest. It's one thing that I love to do. It makes me, feel better, and plus it helps a lot of people out in ways too. So that's another A+ that I like, that makes me feel good. But anyway, I'm going to shut up now. Anyway, guys, love you all. Take it easy. And yeah, peace out. Love you all, guys. There's actually one thing I actually forgot to say that I'm going to say now if people still made it to this point in the video. What I do find up about how they kill animals is when, like, for example, you get some moron, like there was some idiot that went in the zoo, that went in the lion pit, and I don't think the lion, did anything to the person. He or she, I forgot who it was, but let's just say that lion killed that person or ripped that person bad or whatever. They would end up having to put the lion down for someone else's stupidity. That I find cruel. I mean, I find the whole thing cruel, killing animals, but like I said, it's all just a food chain, it's just they do it too. But I find a lion killing a human because of a human stupidity of going in a lion pit, I feel like that's wrong to take that lion's life for some stupid ass that went in there. Would have served that person right, I'm sorry to say, But I find that, I give a red flag. Like, I don't find that, It's not like the lion broke out and then that's different, but he's going, or she, I don't remember if it was a female, male, whatever, but he or she was going in their territory, so that's he or she's stupidity. The lion shouldn't have to suffer losing its life because of some asshole, So that I find wrong. I really do. That's just my opinion, though. But anyway, now I'm officially done what I have to say. Love you all, guys, and yeah, let's try this again. Peace out.